but there is the danger that they might expand elsewhere in Southeast Asia and be a threat on your flank. Do you think that there is a danger of that sort, a danger of Chinese expansion down into China, Siam, and so Burma?
I think that is a wrong view completely. I don't think China, ever since its this changeover there, has had any desire to expand. They've got enough problems of their own. And so far as India is concerned, we have the most friendly relations with them.
It is a wrong view completely. I don't think China has any desire to expand. This was the first statement by Nehru during his interview with the British government funded BBC News in June 1953. On October 6, 1950, Chinese armed forces attacked Tibet. And after 18 days of invasion, the Chinese army overthrew the Tibetan government. As a result of this invasion by communist China, 1.2 million people have died since then. Dalai Lama had to move with his followers to India. But at the time of invasion of Tibet, what the Indian government led by Nehru was doing? Definitely the notion for years that India is safe from the north because of Himalayas was shattered completely. The new reality was that we have a new neighbor, China. To further understand Nehru's idea of defense, we must look at the statement by Nehru in 1946 in response to Indian Armed Forces First Commander-in-Chief General Sir Robert Lockhart. Nehru said, "We don't need a defense plan. Our policy is non-violence. We foresee no military threats. You can scrap the army. The police are good enough to meet our security needs." Post-Tibet occupation, Nehru was so concerned about his relationship with China, India did not participate in a conference for the conclusion of a peace treaty with China's former colonizer, Japan, because China was not invited. Congress's Nehru became pro-China and went to extent of representing China on various international platforms as China was isolated because Mao occupied Tibet. In 1954, under Nehru, India recognized China's rule over Tibet and devised 5 principles for coexistence. Nehru promoted slogan Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. In the backdrop of Chinese invasion of Tibet, Nehru thought of a clear demarcation of our boundaries. In July 1954, Nehru wrote a memo and directed to revise the Indian map to reflect all boundaries clearly. At the same time, China published a map showed 1,20,000 acres of Indian land as Chinese. Nehru confronted China on this, but the reply was completely unexpected. China responded that there were some errors in the map. After China's response, Nehru was confident about China. He was expecting friendship. The question is, was Nehru so naive? When the Dalai Lama arrived in India, he got a grand welcome in 1959. This infuriated Mao Zedong, the chairman of Chinese Communist Party and the president of China. It was nothing but a humiliation for Mao. China blamed India for rebellions in Tibet. Mao Zedong created a perception in China that India is a threat to its rule in Tibet. Although India did the right thing by welcoming Dalai Lama, certainly Nehru had the responsibility to prepare the country in case China causes any problem at the border. But even after numerous small conflicts between India and China in summer of 1962, Nehru deployed only 2 divisions of troops around McMahon Line on October 20, 1962. The Chinese deployed 3 regiments, but Nehru was confident that there wouldn't be any war between China and India. India under Nehru was unprepared. We lost the war. According to China's military archive, China achieved the policy of securing Indian land, the land which was strategically and religiously important for India. Nehru's trust on China resulted in disaster. Nehru failed to secure Bharat. For more such informative videos, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and share your views in the comment section.